Every new year promises change, yet few truly transform. Most people seek to add more goals, more habits, more possessions, believing that addition equals growth. But the Stoics understood the opposite, that peace comes not from what you add, but from what you remove. The clutter in your mind is heavier than the clutter in your home. The noise of unnecessary desires is louder than any city. Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "If you wish to improve, be content to be thought foolish and stupid." He wasn't speaking about ignorance, but humility. Growth begins when you quietly remove the illusions that keep you enslaved. This is the art of subtraction, of peeling away the layers of vanity, distraction, and fear until what remains is pure, still, unshakable. Today, we'll explore 10 things you must eliminate from your life in 2026. Not loudly, not publicly, but quietly. Because true transformation doesn't make noise, it happens in silence. Number 1. The first thing, the need to be understood. One of the deepest prisons is the need for others to understand you. You explain, justify, and overexpose your soul, hoping someone will finally see you clearly. But the Stoics would call this dependency. Epictetus said, "If someone speaks ill of you, it is because he does not know you as you truly are." Your worth does not depend on comprehension. Let them misunderstand. Let them doubt. Your purpose is not to be universally understood, but to be internally grounded. Every time you stop explaining, you reclaim power. When you release the need for others to get you, you begin to breathe differently, freer, lighter. People's opinions no longer define your worth. They simply pass through your calm. Remember, only insecure minds demand validation. The wise remain unshaken even when the world misunderstands their silence. Number 2, the second thing, the habit of overthinking. Your mind can become your own enemy. Overthinking is the art of suffering before anything happens. You replay conversations, predict disasters, analyze gestures, as if control could come from obsession. But Stoicism teaches the opposite. Control comes from release. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Today I escaped anxiety," or no, I discarded it because it was within me. Anxiety is not an external force, it is self-created tension. The more you analyze, the less you live. The Stoic mind replaces what if with what is. In 2026, stop chasing peace through prediction. Train your mind to observe, not spiral. Pause before you drown in thought, and simply say, "This is not under my control." That sentence alone will save you countless hours of mental chaos. Freedom begins the moment you stop believing every thought that crosses your mind. Number 3. The third thing, the urge to prove yourself. The need to prove yourself is the silent poison of the ego. You perform, compete, display, not because you love growth, but because you fear invisibility. Arrogant people thrive on being seen, but the Stoic thrives on being grounded. Seneca said, "He who does good with modesty and quietness is greater than the man who does great things with ostentation." Stop chasing validation through performance. The quiet man who knows his worth doesn't need to prove it. Every act of restraint, every moment of humility adds to your strength. You don't need to shout about who you are. You just need to live it. In a world addicted to showing off, disappearance is rebellion. Prove yourself not through words or applause, but through consistent calm, through unbothered mastery. Greatness isn't loud. It's invisible until it's undeniable. Number 4. The fourth thing, toxic attachments. Some people are chains disguised as comfort. You hold on to relationships, habits, and environments that drain you, because letting go feels like failure. But the Stoic understands that peace demands distance. Epictetus warned, "When you kiss your child, say that you only kiss a human being, for when it dies, you will not be disturbed." This is not coldness, it's clarity. Everything you love must be held lightly, or it will control you. Detachment is not lack of love, it's love without addiction. In 2026, observe your bonds. Who adds to your calm and who steals it? The Stoic cuts quietly. No drama, no confrontation, just still removal. Because strength is not holding on. Strength is walking away with peace in your heart and no explanation in your mouth. Let go, and you will grow. Number 5. The fifth thing, the fear of starting late. You think you've missed your chance. You look around and see others ahead, younger, richer, more established, and you wonder if time has left you behind. But Marcus Aurelius reminds, you could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think. The Stoic never complains about lost time. he redeems it through action. Every moment you spend comparing is time you could have used building. There is no too late, there is only too distracted. In 2026, stop counting years and start counting efforts. Stop envying the timeline of others. Their path is theirs, not yours. Begin again, quietly. Reclaim the time arrogance told you was gone. The Stoic truth is simple. The best time to start was yesterday. The second best time is now, without noise, without apology. Number 6, the sixth thing, the desire for revenge. Anger feels righteous, but it's always weakness dressed as strength. You believe you're defending your honor, but in truth, you're being controlled. Seneca said, "Anger, if not restrained, is frequently more hurtful to us than the injury that provokes it. Revenge keeps wounds open." The Stoic response is not retaliation, but indifference. You don't have to prove you've won, you only have to prove that you've risen. Nothing is more powerful than remaining calm when provoked. In 2026, refuse to chase closure from chaos. When people betray or mock you, walk away silently. Not because they deserve peace, but because you do. The moment you no longer react, you become untouchable. Remember, silence is not weakness, it is strategy. Let karma do the talking. Your stillness will be your sharpest reply. Number 7. The seventh thing, the illusion of control. You plan every detail, trying to bend life to your will, but the Stoics laughed at such arrogance. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Most of your stress comes from pretending to control the uncontrollable. You resist change, chase guarantees, and panic when plans shift. But freedom lies in surrender. Not passivity, but trust. To accept what you cannot command is to free yourself from constant tension. In 2026, live like a river, firm in direction, yet flexible in flow. Set your course, but stop demanding that life obey your map. The Stoic doesn't fight uncertainty, he navigates it. When things collapse, adapt. When plans fail, breathe. Peace is born the moment you stop trying to be life's architect and instead become its student. Number 8. The eighth thing, the need to be busy. Busyness is today's drug. People confuse motion with meaning, mistaking exhaustion for accomplishment. But Stoicism values depth over noise. Seneca wrote, "It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste much of it." Your calendar may be full, but your soul can still be empty. The wise man does not seek to be constantly occupied. He seeks to be constantly aware. Stillness is not laziness. It is the highest discipline. In 2026, simplify your hours. Do fewer things with more intention. Reject the modern worship of speed. Be slow, deliberate, and silent, because the man who can sit still without guilt is the one who truly controls time. Stop measuring your worth by how busy you are. The Stoic does not chase days, he shapes them. Number 9. The ninth thing, the fear of being alone. Solitude is feared by those who cannot face themselves. You scroll, talk, and distract just to avoid the mirror of silence. But Epictetus reminds, no man is free who is not master of himself. The Stoic does not run from loneliness, he befriends it. Time alone refines you, it forces truth, disciplines thought, strengthens soul. Those who fear solitude are slaves to company. In 2026, practice disappearing. Take silent walks, sit without noise. Let boredom polish your patience. You'll find that peace doesn't come from presence, it comes from detachment. When you can be alone without craving escape, you've mastered one of life's highest skills. Because solitude is not isolation, it's independence. The Stoic lives quietly, surrounded not by people, but by purpose. Number 10. The 10th thing, the fear of failure. Failure is not the opposite of success, it is the process of it. But the ego hates humiliation, so you stop before you start. Seneca said, "Difficulties strengthen the mind, as labor does the body." The Stoic accepts pain as tuition for wisdom. Every setback is feedback, nothing more. What you call failure, nature calls adjustment. Stop trying to live perfectly. Live truthfully instead. In 2026, fail boldly. Create without applause. Fall, reflect, and rise quietly. Don't broadcast your defeats. Convert them into discipline. The man who can fail without losing himself has already succeeded. The Stoic warrior welcomes adversity because he knows no comfort has ever built courage. Let your mistakes forge you, not define you. If you eliminate these 10 illusions, the need for approval, overthinking, ego, toxic bonds, fear, revenge, control, busyness, loneliness, and failure, you will not just simplify your life, you will purify it. The world around you will still be loud, but you will no longer react to its chaos. You'll walk through noise like a man who carries peace inside him. Your silence will disturb those addicted to attention. Your calm will unsettle those fueled by fear. You'll no longer seek meaning in the eyes of others because your eyes will be enough. The Stoics didn't chase happiness, they built inner stillness. They didn't demand perfect lives, they trained unshakable minds. In 2026, this must become your new standard. Calm over chaos, truth over performance, stillness over noise. Be ruthless in what you remove. Be gentle in how you move. The quieter you become, the more powerful you will feel. Let them talk, let them guess. Let them doubt. You just continue in silence, in mastery, in peace. Stay silent, stay grounded, stay stoic.